On Terra Flora, we became acquainted with the Terra Flora railway system, which connects its central station to the base of Mount Spout and is run by its charming conductor Sullivan. Some consider steam trains to be antiquated, but the train on Terra Flora operates in harmony with its floral surroundings. It is a masterpiece of engineering. Once again, it is not just the tactics employed by our enemies, but their synthesis that speaks to Curse's villainy. These mages unleash an ooze-based attack, and have the ability to make the heroes even more vulnerable to it, through special abilities. One denies heroes the aid of any techniques or spark powers. The other denies heroes the use of their weapons. They are anathema to gust-based attacks. The secret to Terra Flora's perpetually blossoming flora is a highly unique water volcano known as Mount Spout, which regularly discharges mineral-rich sparkling water into the planet's canals and aquifers. The rainbow-hued fields of flowers on Terra Flora may get all the glory, but it is the stark yet consistent volcano that allows them to thrive. Water erosion from Terra Flora's Mount Spout created many cave passages over time. One such space served as a headquarters for the Druids, who were obsessed with uncovering the secrets behind the water's mysterious properties. It is located inside a lateral vent, the view from which is awe-inspiring. We have yet to meet a warden who did not fascinate, and Terra Flora's Bia is no exception. A popular entertainer since a tender young age, when her career came to a halt, she could have wallowed in excess or let bitterness consume her. Instead, she reinvented herself as a flower farmer whose bouquets make hearts swell all over the galaxy, just as her music once did. Terra Flora's beauty is almost overwhelming, and the way the rabbits here have cooperated and collaborated with nature rather than bended to their will is the reason why. The railroad tracks are made from plants and vines, the warden resides in the everbloom tree, and everything is irrigated using a natural spring. The effort expended must have been extraordinary, but it was well worth it. I could be forgiven for not taking these creatures seriously at first sight, for isn't that the purpose of a rubber chicken? Not in this case. The unconventional weapon acts as a magnet, drawing heroes to it against their will, where they can be pounded like a cutlet. The rubber weapon gives them resistance to electricity, while their feline penchant for cleanliness makes them susceptible to filthy ooze attacks. Eloquent, proficient, and passionate, Sullivan is the chief train engineer on Terra Flora, but for him, it is no mere job. He is a lover of all things mechanical, and has a strong attachment to his beloved steam train, which he cares for with a tender hand. After his train, there is his timetable. He takes pride not just in being punctual, but in being someone the rabbits of Terra Flora can count on. Sullivan, the train engineer on Terra Flora, took an interest in me, and not just for my link to the hero's spaceship. He was courteous, but he also made me feel, well, he made me feel. I felt appreciated, but in a different way than when Beepo or a hero expresses gratitude. I felt something else as well, too new for me to process, let alone articulate. Only that I found it quite pleasant. I will confess to having monitored Edge for the simple reason that she is an enigma, making it difficult to know if she can be trusted fully. What is known is that she is a skilled fighter, wielding her flying sword as if it were a part of her. I do trust her, though I cannot explain why. Is it instinct? Wishful thinking? Hope? Perhaps it is all three, for what really is the difference? Analysis, data, evidence, these allow AIs such as myself to look beyond the surface. Still, Rabid Rosalina defies my expectations. She is lethargic, jaded, cynical, and perpetually annoyed, but woo to the bioform that gets between her and someone she loves, especially if that someone is Rosalina, her idol. Born of the famous basement incident, rescued by Orion, she is now one of us. We met the last of the Druids on Terra Flora, heir to all their research and knowledge gleaned from Mount Spout's mysterious mineral spring water. The Druids of old had reputations as makers of powerful potions, yet this one seems more inclined to fuse spring water with delicious fruit combinations. Whether it is to fund more important work or to prove that 0 calories doesn't mean 0 taste, I cannot know.